Hi, and welcome to the Outsiders channel. Today, we are taking a doom break and get right into some gaming. The game in question today is DC Legends, The Battle for Justice. It's one of the best mobile RPG games that is out on the app market currently. If you're not familiar with it, please download it from your favorite app store and join in on some great superhero fun. We have an action-packed podcast today. We, the UJLA COA Alliances, are celebrating our 1-year anniversary of merging our alliances to become one conglomerate. We have a total of 10 alliances, with 9 out of 10 that's highly active. The Alliance is currently number 1 on the Alliance leaderboards. Our special broadcast today will talk about how we started and how we merged with the Lost Lantern Corps. They were formerly the VTV Alliance, or V for Vendetta Alliance. Then on to our latest mega merge with the Champions of Amazon. We have several amazing guests here today, along with my co-host, the great Adam H., who is also co-leader in the UJLA COA Alliance. To commemorate our anniversary, stay tuned to the end of this broadcast, and we have some nice prizes we're going to give away to random members of our alliances. Now on to our broadcast. I'm a leader of the Lost Lantern Corps and member of the VTV Alliance, former member of the VTV Alliance. The Lost Lantern Corps was the first ever alliance we merged with about a few months after the alliances were introduced. This gentleman right here strings together some of the best team compositions in the game. He's currently a member of my management team. His handle is Kim Adam, or Black Adam. Some may know him as Archer. I know him as my friend. Kim,
that's some intro, my friend. That's some intro.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on it.
Latest team composition. I'm going to play the video in the background for our viewers. So please tell us what characters are in the video and why did you choose those particular characters?
Yeah, I chose a Lantern team. That's because of the history. Well, my former alliance was Lost Lantern Corps, so that's why I chose especially this team, just for the fun memory of it. And it's a team with the new White Lantern Sinestro as lead, together with Hal Jordan, Alan Scott, and Atrocious. So yeah, I think it's pretty fun. It's about 2 minutes long. As you can see, you see the leader skills of Sinestro in the clip. So that's awesome.
Okay. Oh, great. So while that's playing, so briefly tell us about the merger with the UJLA, the Underground Justice League Alliance, the first merger.
Yeah, it was the best merger I could have ever done. It's awesome. It took a very long time because not every member of Lost Lantern Corps was on board with the merge. I think the people were a little bit afraid of things changing because we had a background with a lot of problems in former alliances, and we had our safe place. So
right.
I totally understood that. But nonetheless, this was the best decision ever because this merger was full of great people, and yeah, that's the reason why I'm back at this game.
Yeah, and I noticed the one of the major players, Seek and Destroy, or Timmer, he also came back too with you when you came back.
Yeah, we decided to take a break from DCL, and we played DC Unchained for a little while. But we really got bored actually, and missed DCL after about half a year, maybe a year. It's a
Right.
short year, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, very short year. I think maybe I don't think it was a year. Maybe about 8 or 9 months. I think maybe 10 when you came back.
yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's cool to be back on, and I really enjoy the game again. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah. So now you was also with us when we did our final merge with the champions of Amazon.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was another big merge with another big alliance, and a lot of help from great people to make that possible. And as we know now, it's an enormous alliance with a lot of great people, and the value overall from sharing everything with each other. It's great to see so much dedication from everyone. So if you're watching this, I want to thank everyone on our alliance for being such wonderful members, helping each other out and sharing value to each other.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Sorry, I just wanted to do that.
Oh no, this good. It's good. Yeah. So I think Adam. He's somewhere milling around the Batcave somewhere. He wanted to ask you, how did you come about choosing your name?
Choosing my name.
Yeah, your in-game name.
Yeah, it's a good question actually. I started with the name Arrow when I first started playing the game. That was because of the TV series, which got me started with this game. I was really excited about the show. It developed into Archer later because I'm born in December. So yeah, that's a Sagittarius, right? Is that a correct
Yep, that's
pronouncement?
correct.
Yeah. So yeah, Arrow. It became Archer. It was more bounded to me as a person. So I played as Archer for a long time, until the breakup actually with V2V. During that time, there were a lot of negative things, and at that time, I thought Chem was the best character to be.
Yeah,
it was the Dark Leader, Black Adam.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a great name. That name fits you. And to the viewers, to the viewers out there, if you don't know that Kim, he has one mean ass beard. It's mean.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you stay tuned to the end of the podcast, I have some breaking news. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, some giveaways to celebrate our anniversary, and the gifts is going to be chosen from. It's going to be randomly chosen from our alliances, and so Los Blobos, one of the guys from our management team, he actually made up a code, a program code to randomly generate characters' names from one of our 10 alliances. So I'm not sure how many names he generated, but each one of them is going to be receiving a free gifts, one for each, and stay tuned at the end of the broadcast. And I'm not sure if I'm going to release the names for that then, or do a separate broadcast for that. But I'll know for sure at the end once the names come in.
That's amazing. That's a cool giveaway.
Yeah. So July 9th marks our anniversary with the champions of Amazon. So what better way to celebrate it by giving some stuff away? Most channels want donations and stuff like that, but we trying to give some stuff away. So
we do the opposite. We always do the opposite.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to turn the mic over to Adam, and he's going to talk about the next guest that's coming up. So, any final departing words, Kim?
Final words. Oh, that's always a tough question. Not especially something, but just keep on doing this awesome work people are doing. Like Los Lobos, you mentioned, for example, he has made some amazing programs just to help us out. His bot is amazing. He is nothing like Me6. Me6 is like a small, tiny bot compared to his. So
right.
Probably Me6 will tell me to go peep myself, but yeah.
Right. And for the viewers, right. And for the viewers out there, Me6 is a web bot for our Discord gaming chat server. So if when you guys ever decide to download the DCL Battle for Justice app, and you need a alliance, please hit us up on the community center. And I just want to thank our special guest Arthur or Kim for coming on, and I hope you decide to do some other shows with us.
Of course, that would be great. Thank you very much for having me on this show.
Okay, anytime, brother. So, Adam, go ahead, take it over.
We want to thank Batman for that, and Archer, just so you know, I will always consider you Archer, because when we were merged, that's how I knew you as, and that's how I will always consider you. So thank you guys. Well, now next with me, I do have Mitch. He is...
Hello, guys.
Mitch is the creator of the Champions of Amazon Alliance. And Mitch has been with us throughout the Alliance off and on when he wants to. He comes and goes. It's his house, so we let him in whenever he wants. Do you prefer to go by Mitch?
Yeah, my name, Mitch is my name, so it's my player name. For the people who know me before is Vigor Almighty.
Sounds good to me then. Mitch, give us a little preview of what got you playing DC Legends and kind of got you started playing the game.
Yes, I like, was a bit of fun, but I can hear you. So, I like DC a lot, when I was young. I discovered DC with the anime, It was called Justice League. I don't know the exact name, but it was with the big characters like Superman, Batman, and so it was very fun. It was when I was little. It was a cartoon, it was a cartoon. So it was my first contact with the DC universe, if I can call it like that. Then there was this TV show, very good, Smallville. I think everybody knows this one, It was aired in France on the 6th channel, and for a very long time, and it was like for 2 or 3 years, it was like my favorite TV show. I was a teenager at this time. I was like 15 or 16, and every time I went back from school, I wanted to see the next episode of Smallville. It was the genesis of Superman, of course, but I think you all know this TV show. Then my final encounter with the DC universe, which really got me into this universe above the other one, Marvel, is the Zack Snyder's movies, especially Man of Steel. Man of Steel is like one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, I know many people don't dislike it, but for me it was like so crazy. You know, it was the first time you could feel the power, the godly power of Superman. You know, I don't know if you remember it, but it was like amazing. You know, I've never seen a movie like that before. You know, when you really feel the power of Superman, his presence. You know, it was fucking beautiful. Then there was a movie, Batman vs Superman, was very good in the fight sequences. You know, for me, it has like the best fight sequences of all time for me. Like the fight between Batman and Superman, it's beautiful, amazing. But the movie was kinda lackluster in the theater version, you know, because the DVD version is quite good, but the theater version wasn't very good, you know, with the meta thing and so on. And for the game, what got me in the game was DC, of course, and the amazing, I would call it the amazing pictures, you know, of the characters, like the character designs are really beautiful for a mobile game, you know. Even for a game, it's amazing. You have some characters like, for example, the champion of Amazon, Wonder Woman, the basic version of Superman. It's really well done, you know. I saw the pictures before they put it in the game of the.
Yeah.
I like the gameplay because, you know, you had the time to think. In other games, you don't have the time to think, you know, you have to be very fast, you know, like in Injustice, you know, it's more about the speed, and in DC Legends, more about the thinking, you know, the strategy. It's not a big strategy game, but it's interesting, you know. That's why I got in the game, and this game in particular, I can say.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely Superman's always been my hero. He's the one I've always wanted to be just like if I was to grow up to be a superhero. So.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it got me in this universe, you can say, with Smallville and the cartoon. It was my favorite hero, you know. I'm not very muscular like him, but it's like my favorite, you know.
Right. I hear exactly what you're saying. And I do believe that we will be playing. Stripe had his sale, and he has had one of his hero upgrade challenges. So I do believe we will be showing some of that footage of him, at least
nice.
Legendary 3 and Maxed, while this is recording. So that'll also be playing. Now tell us, you were the creator of the Champions of Amazons. What was your inspiration behind creating Champions? COA.
Yeah. So I was, you know, I was involved a lot in the Facebook group. It's called DC Legends. I think it's still the biggest DC fan group in Facebook. Of course, the official page has more subscribers than us, but it has like 6,000 members. It's quite good. At the time, it had like 2,000 maybe or 1,000, and I was a big part of it. You know, I was a pay to play at this time. So you know, I was showing the legendary versions of a lot of characters. You know, many people knew me on this group. when the alliance were announced, the new announcement was announced by the DC Legends team. I say to the people on the group, I say, yeah, I can create an alliance for us. We can stay together as a group because we already know us together on this Facebook group. So many people agree with me. So once it was a day, I was a bit late, and people were spamming me, when will the alliance be online? So I had to find a name for the alliance very fast, So I checked my favorite characters, and my favorite characters are like Reverse Flash and Superman, but I was feeling like Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman a lot. It's a very inclusive characters. It's good for women and even LGBT. I think it's more inclusive for everybody. So I choose a name over Superman. Over Flash, of course, because I wanted a hero name, So that's why I choose her, I was seeing her in my game. I said, yeah, she looks very good, She could be a great value for the name of the team. So there was several Wonder Woman in the game. I choose Champions of Amazon because she's more on the attack side, and for the alliance, I was thinking, being on the attack is better. Maybe it's a bit weird, but I had to think very fast. So I didn't make a vote with other members, I just said to one, I just told them that those are the name I choose in the Champions of Amazon, and it was good for people, many people were liking his name, so it was fine. Then for the OG members, it's very far away, it was like, I'm like almost an OG player. I was, I think I began the game in November, before when the game was released, I think I began like 1 week after the release, so I was there for a long time.
Oh wow!
And some people played the beta, so they had a bit more experience than us, but we still had a good length in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember when I was in a previous alliance for a short time before Champions of Amazon, and they were never hitting quite the top 100, and I was getting at a stage where I was spending a little money on the game, and I was spending quite a little bit of time on the game, and I decided if I'm going to continue doing it this way, I better find myself at least a top 100 alliance. And I went to one of the sites where they advertise them, and it just so happens I applied at Champions of Amazon, and I got on, and it went from there for me. It was a great choice. Now, how long were you the leader of Champions of Amazon before turning it over?
I think I was like leader. I was a founder. I was leader like for 6 months, maybe something like that. It was a top 50 alliance when I was a leader. It was the aim, and I think we were in the top 50 most of the time. So it was good for us.
Wow.
We had this guy called Willy Pina. It was a very good player. He was pushing a lot like crazy. He was a god,
I think I remember when I first had joined, they were in the top 20 all the time. I don't think.
It was thanks to him. He was putting like a crazy amount of points. It was the beginning of the alliance. We can thank him a lot. Really Pinay, very good player.
Yes, he was, and then there's been quite a few who have joined afterwards since then too. Do you remember much about some of the players you might have recruited, the actual first players to ever join, or how did you go about recruiting? Did you have some people in mind before alliances came out? Because they did let us know that they would be starting, and I know UJLA kind of already had a good alliance of members picked out before they did, or did you just kind of go by ear and throw posts out there?
I don't remember well what I did, but it was I had a post on the Facebook group, and everybody who wanted to apply to the alliance before the release of this mod had to put his in-game name and his level. I think we choose with the level too, and maybe I told them to no, I don't think just the level and the in-game name, I don't know if I asked for the roster. I don't think so, because it was the beginning, so we didn't have big roster at this time. So I remember 2 names who were with me in the foundation of Champions of Amazon. That was Willy Penal, I think. A guy named Blick something. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, Blick.
But
Yep.
yeah, it was there. I don't know if it was there at the foundation, but it was there almost at the foundation. But maybe at the foundation. And there was a guy named Ghoul too. He was a friend of mine, American too, but he didn't stay long. But he was a founding member too. So it's 3 names, not 2. Yeah, and you came shortly after, not too far after, maybe 6 months. Forgive me, I'm speaking German. Maybe 6 months after the foundation or something like that. So you almost another member too.
I know you were not the leader at the time when I but I'm not sure how long of a gap there was in between.
Yeah, I had, I don't know what I had, it was live, sometimes live come, and you can, like, right now I can't play, I almost can't play at all, sometimes I can, you have work and shit like that, family. So I was seeing that Willy Penal, he was putting very good numbers for the survival of the island, because I couldn't put very good numbers, I had at the end I had very shitty numbers. I said maybe it's better that I go and I give my place to a guy that can manage the right numbers to push for the alliance, because I wanted the alliance to survive me, I didn't want the alliance to die with me. Like there are a lot of alliance, which died with their leaders, The leader left, and the alliance left, but the leader doesn't give his place to somebody else. Nobody can take the place of leader, Maybe you saw this with some of your known members who came from different alliances, but I didn't want that to happen to Champion of Amazon, it was like my daughter or something like that, I wanted it to survive, Even when I wasn't the best, I just gave my place to Willy Penal because he was the best player with a very good margin with the other guys. And the other guys were going with it, because Willy Penal was putting crazy numbers, He could play in the top 10, even the top 1. He had amazing numbers for this time,
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Finally, it was a good decision because Champions of Amazon did survive me. So I'm happy for the other teammates,
Definitely. Yeah, we've done very well, I think, at keep the names going and keep it's still around and it's sticking up there, and even with the merger with UJLA, we both sides decided we did not want to change our names, so we just combined them and we kept them both around. And
it's a good thing, UJLA is a big alliance. Champions of Amazon had become a big alliance too after I left the leadership. It was like a top 10 almost. But it was top 10, I think, with your leadership. I don't remember, but I think with your leadership it was top 10. It's a good thing that the 2 names remain,
Yeah, and I don't quite remember either. There was, when I started, they were around top 20, and then 6 months or so, I became an officer, and we just slowly. But once I took over the leadership from Real, I don't remember how. I don't quite remember if we were already. I'm pretty sure we were already top 10 a few times, but that's kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, it's possible.
But we've always been up there pretty high in the numbers, one somewhere or another.
Yeah, true.
Do you have any questions for me?
I didn't understand the last question.
Oh, I say, do you have any questions for me?
Oh yeah, how do you feel about Champions of Amazon? Are you enjoying it? I think you enjoy it if you're still there.
Yeah, I took it kind of like you have. I took it as my own family. You know, once I became the leader, and then we started expanding with Warriors of Amazon and Amazon Prime, and we kept it. There was a time there where people just wanted to keep joining and want to keep joining. So we're like, well, let's start a couple more alliances, or one at a time, and let's just see where this takes us. And then, now I mean, we're just, everybody there is family, and I think that connection is finally there. It took a while, especially after the merger. It took some learning. We all had to learn from each other, but I think now we are as strong. We have about as strong as a bond as any alliance can have for the most part. Especially with we have about 325 members now. So
yeah, it's very big for the game.
Yeah. So. And I know you're taking a little break from the game, but of course, it's your house. You are welcome to come back and join anytime you want, anywhere that you choose to.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
No problem. Just give me the word.
I will tell you when I can put good numbers again.
Absolutely, we'll take you back to a heartbeat. Well, I want to tell you guys, that was Mitch, the creator of Champions of Amazon, and I hope you guys enjoyed that part. I think Batman is going to be next with I think he's going to be talking to one of the members from his alliance who was actually in the process, or had a big part of the process of having the two mergers, having the two alliances merge. It was one of my leaders and one of his leaders that actually started talking. I think that'll be the next segment. So you guys keep listening, and thank you, Mitch, very much. We will stay in contact with
thank you. I will keep listening to.
All right. Yes, most definitely. Thank you very much. Okay, and now for this part of the segment, we have Los Babos. He is one of them guys in our alliance who goes way above and beyond what is expected. He doesn't just make points for the alliance, but he is also has been an officer. He has been a leader. He has created a computer program through the Discord that keeps track of the points, a spreadsheet more or less, but I'll let him explain that more. He's a lot better at that stuff. He's pretty much done everything MEE6 can do. Luckily, we got him with us because of his job of the solutions architect and development. He knows how to do all that good stuff. So welcome today.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about all the stuff you have done and how you've just really gone above and beyond just being a regular member and making points for an alliance.
Well, yeah. All things I have done. Well, no. I'm basically just playing the game and having fun. And well, since I joined, before the merger, and I was with I get them mixed up. I believe it was Krypton first. That was the higher alliance, and then I had stepped down because I had too much to do in real life. So I went down to Gotham. And I stayed there, and I became a scorekeeper. And back then we had the old scorebot, And when and when God, forget the name. Ansken?
Anastasia?
Yeah, Anastasia. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she left, she.
Yeah, I think it was she.
Yeah.
I never was here.
No, so we lost the bot and had to rely on Excel sheets, and there was a shitload of Excel sheets all over the place. So, well, I figured that since I do what I do, I could do what I can do. So I did what I can do. So I sort of just got a new bot for us. That hopefully could make our life a bit easier. And I also saw the possibilities with having, our scores and member lists and alliance lists and stuff sort of gathered in a administrative easy place.
Mm-hmm.
So if just everyone uses the bot, we can actually benefit a lot from it, I think.
Now, I'm not a storekeeper, but for those who don't understand about the scoring bot, and I think I do enough from listening to chat, but the scorekeepers will take screenshots of the daily points the people have made, and then are they still able to just send the screenshots into the bot, and the bot,
yes,
for the most part, will actually put the scores down on the people?
Yeah, that's one bit I upgraded from the old bot, that I added a OCR solution, so it can actually parse the screenshots, and so you don't have to manually enter the scores. You just have to give the bot names that the score can sort of comprehend compared to the screenshots.
I think that's absolutely amazing. I think that's the coolest thing ever. That makes it so almost anybody, even myself, who can keep score, who doesn't want to, it's just so easy.
Yeah, it's I hope it has helped a bit. Yes, that we can sort of make this course a bit easier. And also, and I hope everyone that uses the bot do this, that they have a baseline, a set totals for at least one of the resets. Then you can enter, even if you miss a reset, then you can enter the totals and the current scores, and the bot will calculate what the scores was.
I get you. So it kind of keeps track of the total scores, and if you miss a day, then it will go back and say, well, there's 346 points missing for this person, and kind of fill it in itself.
Yeah, well, I since I'm asleep when there's a reset, so I don't do scores by getting screenshots for the reset. I get the screenshots a few hours later, and since I have a baseline, I know. Well, the bot knows what the totals was at the reset. So when I enter the totals a few hours later, and also the scores that was made since the reset, the bot will calculate what the scores was the day before.
That is very cool, and that's why you are one of our MVPs, no doubt about it.
Oh, thank you.
Very cool. So, yeah, we wanted to let Los Bobbles on and kind of let him say what he did, and let him know that he's also in our management channel. Has been there for, has it been 3 months yet, or not quite? I can't remember. I know you were an easy decision to add. It was easy, Ed. I had no doubt I wanted you there.
Yeah, no, I was very honored to be there. So I'm glad to be part of the management.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And it's an awesome alliance to be part of the alliance. Actually,
it's huge, isn't it? A lot of people, and a lot of things.
yeah,
going on.
and we've grown insanely. Just the last year, there's been a massive explosion.
Yes, it sure has, and you know, I think Batman would agree with me 100% when he says, you know, without our management or our leaders, I mean, me and him couldn't do it on our own. That's for sure. It takes a lot of great people to help.
Well, you would have to work a bit more.
Yeah, I might have to quit my day job, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we are coming towards the end of the podcast, and with that, we are going to start out with some of the prizes that we are giving away. I've got a few prizes, and then I will let Batman do the grand prize, since that's kind of his little windy thing, and I wanted to save that for him anyway. But to start out with, and if you're not listening, if you don't get a hold of management, you might not win a prize, so I hope you all listen. Mm-hmm. So let's see, what the first thing we're going to give away, and these, I think most of these are for a week. Duration, this first one, I don't know if it's permanent or for a week, don't quote me on it, but you will be able to pick the color of your Discord name. You'll be able to change that to whatever color you want. And the first winner for that is Red 07 Devil. So Red Devil, you are the first winner in this anniversary giveaway, so congratulations.
I think I would pick pink.
You would pick pink?
Yeah.
Not a bad choice.
No.
Not a bad choice. Go ahead if you want to name off the second winner of the pick your color on Discord.
No, it's also a pick a color. Yeah. Then we have a Jack Stroke.
Yes, Jack Stroke. Congratulations. All right, and for the next one we have, I think this is a good one. I think you guys are going to love it. I don't know, actually, I think this is a bad one. But I think you guys are going to love it. The next one, you're going to get to change my name in-game and Batman's name in-game. Whatever you want to, as long as it applies with BCL rules and don't do nothing foolish. But yes, you can change me and Batman's name in-game for over a week. During that time, we have to try to do as good as we can in all aspects of the game in order to have our name show way up there at the top of the list.
I have so many ideas.
So yeah, if you want it to be Los Babos Rocks or whatever, whatever you want. But the first winner for that one is going to be Rickley Triangle 583. So Rickley Triangle 583, congratulations! You are the first one. You get to change my name, Rick. And then the next winner.
And then we have Tallnecks.
Yes, Tallnecks. That's a name I'm very familiar with. You will get to change Batman's name for 1 week to whatever you want in game. So congratulations, guys.
Fuck, I won that one.
Yeah, but since you can see that, you know you don't win anything this time. The next one, pretty cool gift, I guess, we're giving away, I do believe. You get to join the main alliance for a week. You get to share in the rewards that the main alliance gets every week, and I'm not sure. I would imagine management's just going to say do your normal minimum of your alliance that you're currently in. So with the first winner of joining the main alliance for the week, it looks like we have Nuke Wolf. So Nuke Wolf, congratulations. You can join the main alliance sometime this year whenever you choose. No rush, no hurry, but just whenever you need to.
Well, then, no. This must be wrong. You can't have him.
Huh? I can't have him?
No, it's Scorpion.
Oh, yeah, because he's in 4, right?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Scorpion. If you get approval from those, then you can come up to the main for a week and join whenever you want. You start getting low on Alliance Essence, come on up there and join up for a week, and we'll help you. Oh, you don't seem too happy about that one. Okay, the next one is one I was kind of doubted. At first, I thought it was a great idea. Then I started doubting myself on it. But yeah, management decided it was a good idea, so I decided why not? We'll go for it. But the next gift, I guess you would say, we're giving away is you can spend 1 week in the management channel on Discord and get an idea of how we operate, what exactly goes on in the management channel. So I really hope the winners of that are people who I have always wondered and kind of wanted to know, so it will give you a better idea. So anyway, the first winner of joining the management for a week will be Cyber Pimp. So congratulations, Cyber Pimp. You can join the management channel 1 week whenever you choose within the next year. Just let us know.
That is a really interesting reward, actually.
Yeah.
I know when I've been in guilds or alliances before and not been management, you always wonder what the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
And I'm sorry about the language. I'm Swedish. We don't have
we don't have filters.
No.
That's okay.
Yeah.
When we edit it, we'll just bleep it out.
Yeah, good. Well, then the other name for that one is Superbird.
Yeah, Superbird. So congratulations, you guys. You get to join the management for a week and see what really goes on behind the scenes and what continues to keep these alliances running smoothly. You might be impressed. All right, and for the last prize, before we give away the grand prize, which I'm going to have Batman give away the grand prize. That's kind of his little thing, and I'm going to let him do that here a little bit later. But the last one is you can be a podcast guest on a upcoming podcast. Or maybe we'll just have one specifically for you. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But yeah, the two people who can be podcast guests will be, the first one will be, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to spell it. It's Puck, P-U-C-K, and then L-P-N. So Puck, L-P-N. Congratulations. You are able to be a podcast guest, and I hope that's something you would like to do here in the future. Oh, yeah.
And then we have, for the second one, it's, that's one easier. Bo, B-O-H, 1983.
Yeah, so congratulations, Bo 1983 or BOH 1983. You can also be a guest on a podcast. So that's our prizes that we give away, and like I said, we'll have Batman on here in just a couple minutes. He will give away the grand prize, and I can promise you guys that the grand prize is very cool. It's so cool. Me and Batman did not even let management know about it, just in case they happen to win it. We didn't want anybody to know. That's how cool this prize is. So only Batman and myself know.
Considering the other prizes, it actually must be quite awesome.
It's very awesome. It was a great idea. So yeah, you got any last final words you'd like to say before we kind of hang this up for a while?
I'm still I'm still annoying that I can't rename. So I'm just gonna go to bed and cry about that.
Okay, tomorrow will be a better day for you, buddy. I promise.
Well, right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great having you on the show. Thank you for all the hard work you do for us. Thank you for everything you've done. As you know, it's always appreciated, and you've been such a great team support since you've been with us. It's just a huge thank you to you, my friend.
Nah, I'm just having fun.
Same here. We're all just having fun. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, peace out, you guys. We will
Yep.
talk soon. Yes, I do have a statement that Real has made. I kept in touch with him. He unfortunately was not able to help with the podcast, but he did leave a statement for me to tell you guys. Our previous leader, COA. So what he wanted me to say was, hey, my name was Ralph, COA, and I was the regent of COA before Adam took over. I became the regent of our alliance after I was the highest performer in the alliance and was vocal about people not pulling their weight. Mitch, which you guys heard earlier, Mitch had given me the regency as he was not as active anymore, and I, Mystic, agreed, voted on him, and the rest of the alliance agreed. So he's saying that's when he became leader. One of Raul's best moments, he said, was more about collecting all the characters that he read in the comics and waiting for the announcements of new characters each month. He said he enjoyed the company of the people he met, and he understood who understood the characters, and people who started the understanding the technicalities of the characters in the game itself. We all know Raul was a pretty cool dude. He also says, my gaming experience was very different from a lot of people because I was a whale, and my thought process was to help those who had grown camaraderie with each hire to get better rewards, which in turn allowed our alliance to grow even more. He said, I gave Adam the leadership because I had started to get bored of the game and was on the brink of leaving. No new characters and not much changes were made to the game. That kept my interest. I felt that if I was going to spend that much money, the developers would have to at least come up with some more changes. Saying I was very vocal and a leader from the start and also very competitive, and Ralph felt that I was the right person to pick for the mantle and grow COA. So thank you for them words, Ralph. He wanted me to tell you all that for those of you who remember him. And then that's all.
Those were amazing interviews with Mitch, Raul, I think that's how you pronounce his name. You guys definitely had a lot of history, and Raul made the right choice when he chose you, Adam, to lead the COA alliances. And the interview with the infamous Los Blobos. He's a great IT guy. He knows his stuff very well. I'm glad he's not only part of the alliance, but our management team. Great big shout out again to Los Blobos. I do have one last thing to further add to your interview with Blobos, is that the names of the alliances he mentioned, Gotham and Krypton in particular, for those who are not aware or don't know, those was the names of our former smaller alliances before we merged with the COA, the champion of Amazon. They were called Gotham UJLA and Krypton UJLA. They are now alliances, UJLA, COA, numbers 2, 3, and 4. Did you want to add any further comments on the interviews or anything you would like to further add to conclude this podcast? And I can name our grand prize winner, Adam.
Well, I would just like to say, it's been a good trip. It's been fun. It's continued to stay fun. We have a heck of a lot of good people in our alliances, and I'm proud to be here, and I think most of us would say the same thing. No, go ahead. Let's hear that grand prize winner. I'm ready.
Okay. All
Tell
right.
them what it
Now,
is.
all right. But first, before I name that winner, I do understand that you started a rookie alliance. Do you care to tell people where to go and how they can sign up and what's it all about, real quick?
Absolutely, I would love to do that. Yes, we decided that we are a alliance that has all the all the background. We have all the history, and we're able to help you guys that are just learning to play the game really succeed. We've got a lot of knowledge. We have a lot of members who are willing to help, take on new members and help them grow into better players. And that's been our goal since the beginning. So I went to my management team. I said, I want to start a beginners alliance. I want us to take on all of this information and knowledge that we have. I want us to share it. I want us to help people, make it in the game. So I started that last week. I started this last reset on the 9th. There's already 6 members, so things are going good. I'm going to keep on recruiting and keep on trying to help out where I can. And if you're interested, you can definitely get a hold of us on Discord, the gaming app. It's where our communications are done. You can reach me on Facebook. If you play the game, you see anybody who has the UC symbol with the lightning bolt, or you see they're in a UC alliance, don't be afraid to message them. One way or another, if you want to be part of our team, our family of alliances, and you're willing to, try your best, do what you can do to succeed, I promise you we will try to find a spot for you, because that's what we want to do. That's how we pay back the fortunes that we have. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that sounds good. And the name of that alliance, for those who want to search in game, is called in all caps UJLA/COA Rookies. That's ROOKIES. UJLA/COA Rookies. Okay, so now on to this grand prize winner. Okay, drum roll, please. And the grand prize winner, and this prize, it's a custom-made mask, and it's from the Batman Court of the Owls comic storyline in the comics. And it's a white, it's made of latex rubber. It's painted with a bright latex paint-based color. It's real custom. One size fits all. And the proud owner of this bad baby. And I'm putting pictures up for the viewers to see it as I'm describing this very intricate and detailed craftsmanship. The mask is made from a company, Wayne Tech Special Effects. That's Wayne Tech SPFX. You can find that store on Etsy, etsy.com/shop/Wayne Tech SPFX. And the proud winner of this mask is Nero Palma 88.
Yeah, good job, Neo, my buddy.
Yeah, man. So I understand he's in one of our alliances, correct? UJLA Code 2, right?
Yeah, he's in one of our. Yeah, he's in 2. I'm pretty sure he's. Yeah, he's in 2 or top 10. He's always been in top 10 for quite a while.
Yeah, great player, and well deserved. Yeah, Nero Palmer, you can feel free to message me on the back end of this channel or on Discord and give me your contact information and where you want this mass ship. Shipping is on me, and so our rival is the Court of the Owls Alliance. So what better way, man, to to put on your mask while you're gaming and take out some owls, or you can take it back in the back and shoot some paintballs at it. Yeah, so
we love you guys, Court of Owls. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you. You know, I'm just joking. Hate mail and Cage and any of you are hearing it. I'm not hating. I'm congratulating.
Right. But no, congratulations, Neil. You deserved it, buddy. All right. Well, it's just about done. We did a good job, I think, huh? You guys, we're gonna post this one on most places. You know, but our thing is that we're not trying to compete with anybody. We're not trying to do our own public podcast. We're actually just working on in-house. Just doing it mostly in-house for now. Maybe someday we'll go. But this one we wanted to do just so you got a glimpse of who we were. Get a taste of why we try to do the things that we do and you know, understand us a little better so you have the chance to make your honest opinion. So, but what I was going to say is if you would like to listen to us in the future, you will have to subscribe to the channel because most of these will not go out to the public, but you're more than welcome to listen if you would like.
Right. Yeah, and we're not ready to go mainstream yet with the DC Legends Battle for Justice gaming app. There's plenty of other broadcasters and that's out there like WROL, and so they're doing a amazing job. And so we're not looking to step on anyone's toes. Like Adam said, this is purely in-house. It's purely for our alliance, our mates, to get a chance and have their voice heard. You know, and so for future broadcasts, if you want something, maybe the devs will listen to our broadcast one day and maybe take some notes. So if any one of our listeners want to come on and let your voice be heard, this is the platform to do it.
That's something I was going to say too. Is that there's a lot of people in the DCL community outside of our alliances that I really want to bring in an interview here in the future. That make a true impact in the game. And definitely, I know I have a few people in mind already.
Oh, great. Okay, well, that's going to end our broadcast to the Outsiders channel, and until the motto: get prepared, stay prepared, remain vigilant. The Batman and the Outsiders out in transmission.